friends, welcome to our channel. Today is the 33rd episode in the Guess It in the Science series. So in Science today it is Chemistry. So in Chemistry we are going to still continue the periodic table. So now we are going to discuss about the sets/groups. So there are many sets in the periodic table. So we are going to start these groups in sets. Yes. So there are about 12 groups and sets in the periodic table. Yes. So let's start. Within the periodic table, elements are divided into smaller groups and sets that often have similar chemical properties or are related to one another in some way. So the periodic table is the first level. Next, if we divided it, next we will get the blocks. Again, if we divided the blocks even more, we will get these sets, and if we divide these sets anymore, then we will get atoms, separate elements. Yes, so let's start with the first set, which is just the atom of hydrogen. Yes, it is just one atom. Yes, so as it is the most abundant element in the universe, hydrogen is unique, but hydrogen isn't that abundant in the Earth's atmosphere because it is so light that it just goes away into the outer edges of space. Yes. So hydrogen is the first element, so it is very light. Yes. So while it is placed at the top of the alkali metals on the periodic table, it is a gas and behaves nothing like those metals. So hydrogen is a gas, so it is on top of the alkali metal. So here down of the hydrogen there would be the alkali metals. So hydrogen has like those other properties than these alkali metals. While alkali metals are of course metals and they are solid, hydrogen is a gas, and while alkali metals react violently, hydrogen doesn't even react that much. It just goes like that and just flows into the space. So that is hydrogen, and also hydrogen is at the top over here. Yes. So next is the alkali metals. So the alkali metals generally have low densities, are soft enough to be cut with a knife, and they react violently with both water and air. Yes, very violently. So that's why don't even make those, let those elements touch those two things normally. Yes. So as a result, they are often stored under a protective layer of oil or in an airless container. In an airless container, there is of course no air, so it doesn't react violently. While if it is under the protective layer of oil, normally oil goes under water without mixing with it. So that element doesn't touch water. Yes. So those are the alkali metals, and now some examples. The elements of the alkali metals, not examples. So these are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium in an order from up to down. Yes. So these are the alkali metals written in red over here. Yes. So they are in the first group. Yes. So the first group is shared with the hydrogen and the alkali metals. So next, third in this video are the alkaline earth metals, just in the second group after the alkali metals. Yes. So the alkaline earth metals are little less reactive than their group 1 neighbors. So these alkaline earth metals are a little less reactive, but still they are more reactive than the other ones like over here. These ones are not even a bit reactive. They are the noble gases, which we will discuss later in another episode of the chemistry series. So yes, so they got their name from the fact that most of them were discovered in the form of their oxide components in the earth. Or to easily so most of these alkaline earth metals were found in the earth as ores. They were discovered like that as a part of the rock or as an ore. Yes, which they mined and found out there. What? This is a very new element. We didn't even see this ever. What is this? And finally they discovered this, and it may be some of the elements here. So the alkaline earth metals are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, next strontium, next barium, and finally radium. Yes, from again top to bottom order. Yes. So those are the alkaline earth metals. And finally in this episode is the transition metals. Yes, so there are 38 transition metals. Yes, so these all of the ones in green are the transition metals. Yes, wow, there are many of them. Yes, so these form the largest set of elements in the periodic table with 38 elements stretching from group 3 to group, wait a second, 5 seconds please, I need to count it, I didn't see it. So it stretches up from group 3 to group 10, group 13. Yes, so that is very big group, group, a slash set, something like that. Yes, that means it stretches for 10 groups. Yes, 3 to 13. 3 to 12. Yes, wow. So they share many properties with each other, like the ability to form colored components and use their specialized alloys. So the transition metals have many similarities between them. So some similarities are like they form colored compounds. So for example, one of these elements may form a green color dye like that, while another may form purple like those that. So for example, in fireworks, for different colors of fireworks, different metals are used. Yes, and also most of these transition metals are used as a specialized alloys. For example, steel, most of its elements are made from the transition metals elements, including iron, molybdenum. So these are all in the transition metals. So some examples of these metals are vanadium up here, next manganese somewhere here, copper somewhere here again, gold and mercury, etc. So there are some more, many left in the transition metals. Yes, many elements are left. So this is for today about the first part of the elemental groups and series, sets. Bye.